Good afternoon, guys and boys. Today we are going to draw the linear graph using gradient y-intercept method. It is our last method for drawing the graph of linear graph. I hope you have enjoyed the first two methods, as this one is our last method. Say you are given this graph, y equals to mx plus c, which is y is equal to 2x minus 2. Remember, when we started, I talked of an oblique line. This graph is going to be an oblique line. When drawing this type of the graph of y is equal to 2x minus 2 using gradient and y-intercept, you need to find the slope and the y-intercept. And when using this type of method, there are 5 steps that you need to follow. In these 5 steps, that is where you're going to find the slope of the graph and the y-intercept of the graph. Let's start. The first step, plot a point at the y-intercept. Now, before we plot that point, let us find the y-intercept. Remember, when we are doing dual intercept method, we said when we find the y-intercept, we will let x be 0. Therefore, we will substitute into the equation y is equal to 2x minus 2. We substitute the value of x by 0. And then when we multiply 2 by 0, it is 2. It is 0. And the answer it is minus 2. The coordinates there are our coordinates are 0 is to minus 2. And that minus 2 is the y-intercept. Is the value of c. That is the first step. And then on the Cartesian plane, you plot that point on the y-axis, showing the graph is going to touch or cut or intercept with the y-axis at minus 2. Step number 2, you write in the gradient in the form of gradient equals rise out of run. Now, when looking back to our equation, our gradient is 2. Therefore, the gradient is rise divided by run, and which is equal, and the rise it is 2, and the run is 1. Both values are positive. Remember, you have plotted the point of the y-intercept. That led us to move to step number 3, which states that starting from the y-intercept, you move up because the rise is positive 2. You move up towards 0. The number of units suggested by that rise, it will be 1, 2, and you'll end up where the point it is 0 is to 0. From that point, from 0 is to 0 point, the coordinates, you lead us to the fourth step where you're supposed to move a number of units suggested by the run. Remember, our run is 1. And then you plot the second point. From that second point again, you can also draw another point again. Moving from that point, moving up again, suggested by the rise, which is positive 2, you can move 2 units up. And then from that point again, you move 1 unit to the right, suggested by the run. There will be 3 steps, 3 points. Looking at our right-hand side, we have those 3 points. And then step number 5, you draw a straight line through these 2 or 3 points using your ruler. And by so doing, you'll be drawing the linear graph using the gradient y-intercept. You should remember those 5 steps when drawing this type of the graph using the gradient y-intercept. This concludes our third method of drawing the linear graph. Remember, our first method was to use a table method. And then the circumferential intercept method, where you have to find 2 points and draw the graph thereof. And the last one is the gradient y-intercept, where you're going to use the gradient and y-intercept to draw a linear graph. I hope all the 3 methods are so important to you. If you have been asked to draw a graph or a linear graph, you may use one of the 3 methods in order to draw the graph that is given to you. I hope you have enjoyed the lesson today. I thank you.